Welcome back to Flash Score, second half coming. Milan trailing Roma at home at the San Siro by a goal to nil. That goal coming via the head of Gianluca Mancini. Daniele De Rossi's side are looking good to maybe take 2 goals back to the Italian capital. This is the Italian Europa League quarter-final derby, the first historic meeting of Milan and Roma. Milan getting us underway in the second half, going from left to right. Calabria, the captain, with the ball, getting it straight back in towards Shaw. A line of 3 Roma players in front of him. Out to the left, where Hernandez and Leao will combine. Loftus-Cheek and Reinders. Back to Shaw. Dybala and Lukaku patrolling. Mignan will go low. Puts a through ball to the halfway line. That was lovely to watch. Out to the right. There's some space opening up for Pulisic. In from the right. Thought about shooting. Line it up, and Reinders will go again. And Svilar down low again. That's the 3rd shot from the Dutch midfielder in this game. Roma just allowing a bit of space for Reinders to run into, and Svilar watched it all the way. Just double check to see if there's any half-time changes. I don't think there is. So 2 yellow cards in the first half on the pitch. Pulisic and Cristante. As Villar goes out to the left where Mancini and Spinazzola wait. A dinky pass from Spinazzola. Mancini linking up to get down there with Dybala. Now Milan have won it back just inside the attacking half. Pulisic saw the run of Calabria on the diagonal. Taken away though. And Paredes was there to mop up. Now Pellegrini, the Roma captain, hasn't really had to do much. He's been involved in a couple of set pieces. It's been mainly Dybala, Lukaku, and Mancini's been so good in this game. And for Milan, it's been Loftus-Cheek with Rafa Leao and Pulisic looking the most likely to create something. Giroud did have a header on target, cleared away by Lukaku. Villa on the ball on the penalty spot for Roma, going from right to left, playing the away white from head to toe. It's Real Madrid looking Roma, and Pellegrini being held up by Calabria. It's a tussle. We'll see play out through the second half. Dybala wants a free kick because Lukaku was pushed. The former Inter striker with 7 goal involvements against Milan. An eternal battle between he and this gargantuan club that have never won this particular tournament. Europe's number 2 tournament. The winner to play Bayer Leverkusen and West Ham. We'll take a look at the other scores as Bayer and West Ham, it's currently 0-0 in Germany. Benfica lead Marseille by a goal to 0 on the other side of the draw, and Liverpool, interestingly, trailing at home to Atalanta by a goal to 0. Gianluca Scamacca scoring in the first half. For Benfica, it was Rafa Silva in the 16th minute. Smalling still in that right back pocket for Roma. Up to Lukaku again. Took a shot from Gabbia, but it was chest into back. There were no arms involved. Nothing illegal about it. And Pulisic will go aerially. And Rafa Leao won't be able to get on the end of it. Sent away by Zeki Celik, who's been another outstanding player in this particular game. Roma have not beaten Milan since 2019. It was the Dzeko Zaniolo days. Teo Hernandez scoring for the Rossoneri in that one, but Dzeko and Zaniolo making it a 2-1 win. The last win here was in 2017. That was 4-1 with Dzeko getting a double. El Shaarawy scored, and Daniele De Rossi, the current coach. So 4-1 Pasalic for Milan in that game, but De Rossi scoring a penalty late in the game now leads this famous club. 3-time Italian champion in possession. Spinazzola confidently with Dybala rolling it between the feet. They'll go back to halfway, now into their own half. Mancini. They'll go again down the left. Good run by Cristante. He left it. Paredes acting as a left back with Spinazzola pushing forward. Mancini go vertical with the pass, linked up with Pellegrini. Cristante down the right side of midfield. El Shaarawy is lurking up forward. And Milan have to do well to try and win back a high offensive turnover. It's a disappointing finish to Roma's move. Out comes Milan to take a loose ball. He's rolled that out for Gabbia. Milan preferring to go through Matteo Gabbia than Malik Chaw when it comes to progression down the pitch. And Chaw on the ball. Is there going to be a change in the opening quarter of an hour of this half? At 5 minutes gone. Milan making no inroads so far. And Roma haven't been under pressure at all in this half. It's a burden now for Milan to get a goal. You think the best chance, if they're going to win this tie, is to get one or two here. They do go okay on the road, and of late their record will prove that. Go to the head-to-head column in the flash score app. You can have a look at Milan's recent games. They were a 2-1 win away in Florence, a 3-1 win away in Verona. So they are capable of goals. They scored 3 away at Slavia Prague in this competition to get to this stage. It's a hopeful ball through to the penalty spot. Rafa Leao nowhere near the Benacer pass. Milan also defeating Lazio at the Olimpico, so they can go there and get a result, as they've proved. Don't write them off just yet at home, because they've just come off a 3-0 win over Lecce. And they've also beaten Empoli here, Slavia Prague, and also Rennes 3-0. High ball, Zvilla will collect. It's Gianluca Mancini's been floored by Olivier Giroud. Clement Turpin, the French referee, will try and sort this situation out. Giroud had every right to go for the ball, but Mancini climbed high, and not sure the Roman defender made any contact with that ball. Let's have a look at the replay. Might have skimmed off the back of his head, so that's his saving grace. It wasn't a graceful landing, I can tell you. He's flipped onto his back, almost a cartwheel. Now Roma under a spot of bother with Smalling down the right pocket. Will lift it towards El Shaarawy. He's been magnificent throughout this game. Roma in transition. They'll go to Lukaku down the right wing. He's trying to get past Gabbia. Milan defender doing well to get it out of play. Roma with the throw. They're going to switch it back to the left, but via halfway. Mancini and Spinazzola. Spinazzola with 1 assist in this competition. Almost scored in that first half. Not with a toe poke, but he was able to race past Davide Calabria down that left wing. Surged into the box, just couldn't quite finish off. A wonderful individual moment for him. Just a blast from the past from Spinazzola. His best form came as a 28-year-old for Italy. A game against Belgium as well. Got Italy through to the semis as Roma come through El Shaarawy once more. Rafa Leao on the turn, didn't see Cristante there. He's given away instantly. And Milan take on Sassuolo, and that will be at the Mapei Stadium away. Roma have to travel to Udine. Then it's Roma-Milan in the second leg of this. Winner to go to the semi-final. Spinazzola now down the left. There's a lot of open space for Mancini, who got forward. Playing as a left winger at the moment. Comes to Calabria, gets it in. It's a good ball to the byline. It's Dybala. Go back to Mancini, trying to hem Milan in here and look for a goal that will take them too clear. Spinazzola. El Shaarawy working that central area, weaving his way in amongst Reinders and Benacer. Now Loftus-Cheek trying to win it back. Comes up to Smalling. Don't think that pair will be in England's squad. So maybe for Tomori, won't have enough time to recover. Dybala rolling around in the central midfield position. A long way from Lukaku, playing as a number 10. He's one of the last of the old school number 10. Street Bellingham, part of the new brigade, along with the likes of Florian Wirtz. But in Italy, that's what they're lacking. A bit of creativity for their national side. Pellegrini might be able to offer that. Good ball to Lukaku, straight down the middle of the pitch. And Sharawi was looking to, what they would call, just pick up on the scraps. Lukaku's given away a foul. Milan down their right wing. Defensive half though, with Benacer brought down. Was able to get away from Dybala. Lukaku was never going to afford him any territory. Pellegrini had half a shout for a penalty before. His little chip went straight into Gabia's arm, but was against the body. Just checking those scores. Atalanta have taken a 2-0 lead at Anfield. Incredibly, Scamacca with a brace. So, is there a boil over? By no means is that over. Benfica are 2-0 up against Marseille. And that is Rafa Silva and Angel Di Maria with the goals. Roma, the other side that has scored through Gianluca Mancini. West Ham away at Bayer Leverkusen. Still 0-0. Having a more difficult time as they had against Freiburg. They lost that tie, West Ham, 1-0 before cleaning Freiburg at home. 5-1 had ended. Don't think they're going to manage that against Bayer Leverkusen under Xabi Alonso's tenure. Set a Bundesliga record for most games undefeated, and well ahead of Bayer and Munich and Harry Kane's side. They're still in the Champions League. This is a well-worked move over the top. Milan with an effort there from Giroud, who slipped over at the vital moment. And disappointingly, after a string of passes in from the left and finally working over the top from Benacer, as Rangers just trying to crumb, as they would say in Australian rules football, off Giroud. The big Frenchman, it's not been his game. Jovic is on the bench. Shot will come in from Dybala here. This is first of the tie. Goes straight to Mignon. Still no changes in this game. 58th minute. Milan trailing Roma by a goal to 0 at the San Siro. Tijani Reinders has been their most dangerous player from outside the box. Similar territory at that end where Dybala just shot. Reinders with 2 or 3 efforts in line with the right post, trying to beat Zvila in both corners. The keeper was up to it on both occasions. And Pulisic. Might be time, I think, for maybe a Chukwueze or an Okafor. You just don't want to take him off, but he's been quiet in this game. Milan still with it through Reinders. Out to Pulisic, goes inside Spinazzola. Looking for the 1-2. He got it back, then slipped over. That's been a problem. Milan just in that final third. Somebody always losing their feet. Now to Roma playing on the counter. Dybala look at the advantage, but then it's another foul given away. First it was Benacer into El Shaarawy, then it's Calabria into the back of Dybala. So in their own half, and finally a change is coming. It's the number 7, Yassine Adli, who will come into the game for Ismail Benacer. So Adli actually got a goal against Roma in the 3-1 win here on match day 20. French midfielder is a playmaker in that Pirlo kind of mould. Still a few levels below, but he's on the up and given more game time this season under Pioli. He looks quite a player. 23 years old, still a lot to prove, but he's done okay. 20 appearances in Serie A for 1 goal, 2 assists. Second season since leaving Bordeaux. Started off at PSG as a young player. All there on the Flash Score app if you want to check that out. This is his 4th appearance in the Europa League. No goals, no assists, but can he just link up a little easier than what Benacer has been doing? Chukwueze also on the bench, Florenzi, Jovic, Musa. American midfielder also on the hour mark. It's still Roma leading by a goal to nil. So Okafor there, and Terracciano could offer something on the right wing if given a go as a defensive midfielder or a wing back. So Roma in possession. Paredes, that is a stunning ball forward. Dybala can attack the space up against Adli. Now Pellegrini, what's the 1-2, goes into the box, wants to shoot on the angle, drags it to the right of the right post, but that was Roma's best move of the second half. 16th minute of this half, and finally they've come to life. Now, they are a side that likes to pick their moments. They don't go 90 minutes of fully fledged attacking football. Never have, never will. In fact, not many Italian sides do that. Only Napoli, and this season it's Inter. De Rossi's sides have been the better of the two, and it is not easy to come to Milan and play at this level. Milan will get their moment, as they did in the first half. They have slipped over a couple of times as soon as they enter the attacking penalty box. Smalling, that's a good outlet. Down the right wing, it's El Shaarawy. He can run at Shaw. The tracking back is Hernandez. Wonderful ball in for Lukaku, but he's out to the left half space. We'll line it up. It's Pellegrini, wants it on the right boot. Has to lay it off. Now it's El Shaarawy. Here is the shot that will come, and it's flashed to the other side of the goal. Past the left post this time from Brian Cristante, who scored against Brighton, as did Lukaku, and Dybala and Mancini. From the right half space, drove that under Shaw. Just a little clumsy, that defending from Shaw. He had his legs spread way too wide. In any case, Cristante has dragged the effort. And the tempo of the game, it's in Milan's favour in the second half. They have to go up a gear, you would think. Now Adli will receive from Mignon. Let's check the scores in the other games. As Liverpool will have to try and mount a comeback here against Atalanta, losing 2-0 at Anfield. Second leg to be played next week at the Jevis Stadium in Bergamo. So no updates to those scores. Benfica still leading 2-0 over Marseille. Leverkusen and West Ham 0-0. And Giroud, the right side of the box. It's a good spin away from Mancini. Then it's Pellegrini. Short pass for Dybala, dispossessed by Adli. Gabbia will hit the reset button. Rangers in for Adli. He's the link-up player. Patient kind of player, but also quite intelligent. It's all about the footballing IQ from Milan going into the last 27 minutes in stoppages, as Pellegrini was brought down. As yellow card shown. And that is to Yacine Adli. Unfortunately for him, he's been on the pitch 4 minutes. Cautioned for altercation. Number 7 on number 7. Adli into Pellegrini. He's been getting a bit of treatment. Lorenzo Pellegrini, mainly from Davide Calabria. And that is purely because they match up on that side of the pitch. Pellegrini playing at left midfield, Calabria at right back. This time it's Dybala who takes a whack, and I'm not sure if that's in the abdomen from Malik Shaw. Let's see here, it is straight in the abdomen. Also Dybala grabbing at his thigh. A scream there. It's 2 yellow cards now for Milan players, one for the coach, and Brian Cristante. He caught one in the 38th minute. So this time Dybala will really be able to go on. It would be a real shame to have someone of his calibre, someone that deadly, that can really be the catalyst for a second goal for Roma. He has to go off. Just looking at their bench, there is someone that can take his place. You would think it would be someone in the mould of an Awa. We could bring on Bove if we want to shore things up. Baldanzi can do a job, but mainly as a winger. Renato Sanchez could be a midfielder to bring in. I'm not sure Daniele De Rossi wants to give the Portuguese midfielder some game time. So my money would be on Awa or Bove. Now, with his scoreline, Roma will be happy to take this back to the Olimpico for the second leg next Thursday. So I would expect Bove to warm up, but you just never know if Roma want to try and put this tie to bed and try and get 2 or 3 here. 66th minute, they lead by a goal to nil. First half goal in the 17th minute for Gianluca Mancini. Dybala looks okay. He's up and he's got the water bottle in the medical team, but for now it's Roma down to 10 with him off the pitch. Taken by Roma, sent long down the left, chested by El Shaarawy, and again he has real heat from Calabria. Now Dybala's been allowed back on. His pass to Mancini. Back to Dybala, who found space in the middle of the park. Forward run came from Cristante, but Dybala's ball was spectacular out to El Shaarawy on the right side. Pellegrini located on the left side of the box with Lukaku. Short passes with Leandro Paredes. Oh, that's a disappointing finish. Out for a Milan throw. Marseille pulled the goal back through Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, former Barcelona and Arsenal man, former Dortmund, Saint-Etienne, Monaco. 34 years old now, still a fine player. So 2-1, Benfica, Marseille. Liverpool is still trailing 2-0. Milan have won a free kick about 35 yards to the right of the goal. The Rangers thought about taking it quickly. So Roma with a spot of defending to do. This was the outstretched leg from Paredes. And Pellegrini teaming up, coming from behind to steal the ball away from Rangers, but he was already fouled. One of the better Milan players out there this evening. Just the one change, Benacer out for Adli. Rangers has been the protagonist in midfield as Adli delivers a free kick. Good weight on that, up and away by Smalling. Dybala, Pellegrini and El Shaarawy couldn't clear. It's back with Rafa Leao. Cross for Rangers again, the former AZ Alkmaar player. Moved for about 20 million euros in the summer. In from Pulisic, over the head of Giroud. Now, was he fouled as he went up? It's not much of an appeal. Smalling helps him up from the ground, and the Roma defenders congratulate each other on a job well done. Out to the left side, and this will be a corner for Milan. The conga line forms. Chor, Giroud, Gabbia, Leao. All at that near post, and the header comes! And it was Theo Hernandez that attacked it, and he's put it to the right of the right post. 69th minute jump. It was always going to win that over Dybala. Those two, their countries facing off in the World Cup final. Dybala making that known to Lazio midfielder Matteo Guendouzi, showing him his shin pad, which has a picture of Dybala lifting the World Cup. Showmanship, but again, any mental advantage often taken by players, especially in the, I would say, the autumn of their career. I don't know if Dybala will go too far past 33 or 34. I'm sure if he has the knees to do so. It would be lovely to see him link up with Palermo in his twilight as Leao will lift it back in. It's good service to the penalty spot, but in the roads that was Lorenzo Pellegrini who tapped it up and away, and Sevilla got on the end of that one. But Giroud was well marshalled by Mancini in this case. He tried the scorpion. taken short by Roma. Mancini and Pellegrini. Lukaku just know where each other are going to be. That's what it's all about, the organisation, the awareness. 70th minute, Milan trailing by a goal. Doesn't look like they're going to get one. Not sure about Liverpool either. 2-0 down with the Scamacca brace. He's another player surging, trying to make a name for himself. Wasn't included in the Italy squad that took on Ecuador or Venezuela. Instead it was Matteo Retegui who was on fire, the Genoa man. Free kick from Spinazzola, taken down on his chest. And he's up against Pulisic, wants a corner, so he's taking it to the flag, and he decides he's going to look for a teammate. 40 yards out, it's Paredes, Dybala. Now Smalling on the halfway line. Now a high press from Milan there, coming to life slowly. I wouldn't call it rising from the ashes. That has to come with a scoreboard to correlate. But now Pellegrini back to his marker, which is Calabria, who's been attached to him for much of this game. Lukaku. It's good of Pellegrini to shake his man and then make the option there for Lukaku. Tried to tap it on. Set Pellegrini through. I'm not sure if he's got the pace to beat Calabria in a foot race. Rossoneri with the ball out to the left with Shaw. Now Theo Hernandez. His brother played for PSG and lost last night to Barcelona 3-2. Covered that one for you on Flash Score. Epic game, and PSG were leading that one 2-1. Barcelona, there's no 3 points for a win at this stage. It's all about how many goals you can score, and away goals don't count. So PSG, the onus is on them to go to the Luis Companys. That's where Barcelona's playing at the moment, and at least get one goal. They can keep a clean sheet. And that's what Milan will have to do. They have Leao, who will swing it in once more from the left. Giroud couldn't get there. Reinders brings it down. There's Gabbia. The shot comes in, and it's again Tijani Reinders. It's him with his radar on. It was on target. It was harrowing into the bottom corner, but Miles Villa, the Serbian goalkeeper, was there to deny him. Made more than one significant save this evening, Villa, and that's why he's been preferred to Rui Patricia. So from the throw, Yasin Adli across square to Shaw. Good ball, straight through the middle. It's Reinders, Giroud, who was brought down. No foul, says referee Turpin. And it's Roma trying to zip away, and this time Milan will be pulled up for this. It's Ruben Loftus-Cheek goes into the book. Another foul on Dybala. They're working away at him, just hammering away. And he's still goalless. Leverkusen West Ham. Liverpool 0, Atalanta 2, Benfica 2, Marseille 1. Earlier, we had some Conference League. Early games were Olympiacos 3, Fenerbahce 2, Pilsen Fiorentina 0-0. We've got some live games there, including Villa, which is covered here on the Flash Score Network. It's 2-0. Aston Villa over Lille. Ollie Watkins got the first one. Second one for John McGinn. Also Club Brugge 1. Paul Neal. A bit lesson with Club Brugge's goal. Here is Villa that is, unfortunately for Milan, rock solid in goal. Quite impressive since taking the position from Rui Patricia. And Roma looking for space. There's a lot between the first couple of lines. Good ball out from Dybala. Spinazzola all alone on that left wing. It's about exploiting the space. They've just held it up as Adli comes towards Paredes, who's one of the final Roma players. Now it's Villa. Comfortable pass out to Spinazzola. Looks a lot quicker on the ball. It's looked very slow in the first few months of this Serie A season, but now Spinazzola looking a bit better. I'm not sure if he's been carrying an injury. Roma cleared, Milan with the throw. Now Rafa Leao 35 yards away, can't find half a yard to shoot, so it's back out to Pulisic on the right wing. Holds it up for Adli. They need good service. It comes in and it nearly went in. Villa had to tap it over the bar. and a cross nearly turned into a goal. What a way that they would have been able to produce one. Adli, who's been brought into the match as Milan's only substitute, got a yellow card within a few minutes, and now almost got Milan on level terms. He'll take the corner from the right corner flag, 75th minute. It's a poor delivery. It's half a chance there on the swing. Raffaeleao! No, he can't find the gap. It's Villa and the Roma defence that closed down the space. That's Loftus-Cheek. He's been brought down. Free kick, surely Milan. They get one. And it's only 20 yards away. It's against Lukaku. In line with the left post. This is primed for Theo Hernandez if he wants to blast this. And the other candidates you'd think would be Leao or maybe even Pulisic, Adli as well. So they've got the opulence there if they want to use a Milan. This all started with Adli's cross, and that hit the bar from Zvila's right arm. He was able to tip that over. Now Milan with a free kick. It's in a very, very ominous position for the Giallorossi. Can Milan pull this back to 1-1? Quarter of an hour to go. Then stoppages. First leg Europa League quarter-final. It is the San Siro. If we can find this goal, they might just bring the house down. So far they've been denied at every opportunity. Theo Hernandez and Adli standing over this. There's 5 in the wall for Roma with about 3 Milan players in front of them. Adli goes low. Then it's Hernandez on the rebound. But Roma, they have put up a gladiatorial fortress there. Mignon send it back in. It's a 60-meter pass. Chested down by Spinazzola. A little precarious, but Zvila got there. Where are they going to find this goal from? How good are Atalanta doing this evening? 2-0 away to Liverpool, who haven't played their best 11. Yes, the Premier League is more of a priority for them, but Atalanta have gone 3-0 ahead. Can you believe this in the 83rd minute? Mario Pasalic has scored, and very, very nearly he's put Liverpool out of this tie. Liverpool up next. And after that 2-2 draw with United, they've got Palace at home, Atalanta away, then it's Fulham away, so they could have thrown a bit more ammo at this. Chukwueze comes on from Milan. Liverpool trailing, so it's Chukwueze and Okafor. Raffaeleao comes off. And double change, electrifying pace from both of these players. Bayer Leverkusen have a big chance written next to their name as well as I look at the flash score app. Let's see if that eventuates into something. For now, I'll take you through these changes. It's Pulisic, who comes out for Chukwueze. Scored against Lecce. He actually is a really, really big player this season for them, considering reinforcements off the bench. He's a player that's got the 1 goal in 19 Serie A appearances, 2 assists. The Nigerian started alongside Victor Osimhen in the AFCON final. It's Milan persevering through the right flank. Calabria couldn't get on the end of the decisive pass. No, it's not. It's now Dybala. There's no overload for Roma as they break, but Lukaku's forward. Same with El Shaarawy towards Hernandez. The French defender did really well and he's won the throw. So back in, quick throw. 80th minute, Hernandez in for Rangers. Chukwueze in the Europa League. He's in for appearance number 3. He got 2 goals in the Champions League, and that's where he's been the best for Milan. Adli out to Chukwueze. That's a really good ball in towards Okafor at the back post, coming in from right to left. It's gone behind for a goal kick as Tammy Abraham's going to come in. And that's Paulo Dybala that's coming off. So Tammy Abraham entrusted with a big responsibility here. Dybala has been good. He's been the target of a lot of butchery from the Milan players. Tammy Abraham making his European debut just as he made his Serie A debut for the season against Lazio. What a way to come back in. 26-year-old. I guess would be asking De Rossi for a chance to shine and maybe, just maybe, make Southgate's English squad be tough with the likes of Ivan Toney and also Ollie Watkins. Of course, as the master himself, Mr. Harry Kane. Now it's Loftus-Cheek, another hopeful. He's got a lot of players in his row, including the likes of Cole Palmer. Roma on the break with Lukaku. Pellegrini out to the right side. Milan have done well to make sure Roma go laterally instead of vertically. Now Smalling on the ball just outside their own defensive area. It was a risky pass, but it's come off for Roma. Good sliding challenge. Paredes was there. Pellegrini now back for Mancini playing at left back. Paredes is slotted in as the left centre back with Spinazzola pushing higher. Big moment for Tammy Abraham, but he's not anywhere near the ball. The shot will come in. It was hopeful, but it was sprayed. And that is Matteo Gabbia that found himself winning the ball in a high press. He took it off Abraham. And then from 25 yards, he let fly, and it's gone into the Tifosi, as they call them, the Milanisti. And a few Roma supporters disappointed with that giveaway from Tammy Abraham. He did play 14 times in last season's Europa League for a goal and 4 assists. And in the conference-winning season under Mourinho, he scored 9 goals. So it does like the European stage as Okafor down the left. Again, the scintillating pace comes to the byline, wins a corner off Smalling. Mateo Hernandez pushing forward and will take this corner. Roma with the setup. Everyone on the penalty spot. Zvila, he wants his post covered. No one going to the post for Roma. Ball put in. Zvila comes. He leaves home. Got there. And on the follow-up, it's a long-range effort from Chukwueze on the left, but it was always rising. Zvila was brave to come and take that away from the head of Giroud. He went outside the box and straight in front of goal. Chukwueze trying his luck. It's the second time in a couple of minutes that a Milan player has gone from range. Both times, people in the crowd more likely to be hit than the back of the net. It's Liverpool trailing to Atalanta 3-0. Leverkusen leading West Ham by a goal to nil. Hoffman with the goal there. Jonas Hoffman. So there are goals across the Europa League quarter-final first leg. Roma with the goal in this particular case. 6.5 minutes to go before stoppages. Adli back towards Gabbia. Down the right wing, Chukwueze comes deep to receive. Approaches Pellegrini, wants to take him on with a step over. Realises he's got nowhere to go. It's back with Adli. 40 yards away into that right half space. Now Reinders tries to slip it through. Quite clever for most of this game. So is Pellegrini. Wriggles through some traffic. The final ball was not good from Cristante. Ran out of options. Ball back by Hernandez. Down the right side with Chukwueze once more. Played square. Here comes Calabria. Abraham getting back in cover defence. He runs into Chukwueze. Now that's given the run by Paredes, some energy. Away comes Calabria, wins it. Now it's end-to-end stuff. Finally some space. It's out for Loftus-Cheek. Tried to cross it in. It's come off Gianluca Mancini, who might just be the match-winning hero for Roma, unless Milan can pull something off in these final moments. So two Italian sides this evening are winning away from home. Of course, Roma up against an Italian side in Milan, winning here at the San Siro, but Atalanta away at Anfield by 3-0. Scamacca with a double, and Pasali with a late goal. Spinazzola was gloriously done in defence, and Abraham's back there at left back to help out. Goes one way, then the other. Fools Calabria. Then he sends it long, and there is acres of space to run into here. Will it stay in for El Shaarawy? Just went away, and that would have been one of the better switches that you'll ever see this season from Abraham. Otherwise, he just skidded off the turf, and big chance written next to Bayer Leverkusen once more. We'll see if that eventuates into another goal that would give him a 2-goal lead, as Reinders has been left on by Pioli. It is indeed Bayer Leverkusen with a 2-0 lead, with the Boniface Nigerian striker getting one. 10 goals in the Bundesliga. Now another one in the Europa League. They'll be playing Champions League next year, Leverkusen, but for now it's Milan, who definitely will be in the Champions League as well. Will Roma? 5th place should be enough, considering the UEFA coefficient. Serie A on top of Europe at the moment. I'd say if Atalanta can get through against Liverpool, that should all but confirm Serie A having 5 teams, and it's probably out of Roma. And I'd say Atalanta, maybe Napoli, maybe Lazio. Not sure that they have what it takes to claw it back, as Chukwueze runs in. Big chance off the crossbar from Giroud. That was the chance there for the big Frenchman to make it level. Take it to 1-1 instead from probably 5 yards, in line with the right post. Instead of putting it under the bar, it comes flush off the top and goes over. And they cannot believe this at the San Siro. Of all the players you would expect to put that away, has a goal in this tournament, has one in the Champions League, has 13 more in Serie A. Olivier Giroud, from that kind of range, the whole side of that goal was gaping. And it is a real let-off for Miles Villar, Daniele De Rossi and Roma. Milan are still coming. They deserve that goal. They don't have one on the board, and now there's a foul coming against Smalling. Roma players doing their best to use a couple of dirty tactics here and try and waste some time. And I want to take it quickly. I want to get a move on and get on with things, but this gives Roma enough time to get back. This is well done by the dugout there, because they're going to make a change as well. It just takes the momentum out of the game as Aouar comes in for Lorenzo Pellegrini. Also, the wrecking ball. Eduardo Bove will come on. But Houssem Aouar is an Algerian midfielder. Probably would have liked to play against Benacer. Benacer has been brought out of the game. Aouar has been brought in. Opposite sides as Pellegrini applauds the Lupetti, the Rwanda supporters that have made the trip here. Eduardo Bove is the other player on. Taking a lot of time here as Leandro Paredes trying to make out he didn't know he was being brought off, and then eventually will make his way to number 52. Leandro Bove is an Italian under-21 player, a dark horse for the Italian squad. I think lifting the Europa League trophy, not just getting there if he plays a part. Now it's Milan into the box. Ruben Loftus-Cheek. His shot blocked, back out from Calabria to Chukwueze, will drift it in once more. And did that come off Bove and back behind? It's Milan trying to squeeze a bit of energy out of the crowd to get them over the line here, get them that vital goal to go to the Olimpico and see if they can win it there. So out the left side, taken in by Adli. Lovely delivery. Tammy Abraham, that was confident, let it run through his legs and out the other side. Will be picked up by Chukwueze, who wins a throw. Stefano Pioli trying to wave down the referee. Did that come off Cristante arm or an Abraham elbow? Not so sure. Milan are hoping for a penalty. The referee just trying to hold things up. And that would be quite dramatic, you'd think. With 4 minutes of stoppage time, there's a potential penalty check at the San Siro. And this would be heartbreaking for Roma that have toiled away. Perhaps Milan deserved an equaliser through the Giroud miss. Now, that is Tammy Abraham. It's come off his arm. The check is over. I don't think they're going to award the penalty, although he did have an elbow outstretched away from his body, is what I want to allow the listener to visualise with. So we're back underway. No penalty for Milan. Chukwueze has not been able to get that ball out from under his feet. He was in two minds about what to do. Instead, takes it over. Roma throw in their back left pocket. But Chukwueze has come on, and it should be him with an assist as he put it on a platter to Giroud. Just needed to steer it above the goalkeeper and in. As Llorente is another change, and it's big Romelu Lukaku that will come on off the pitch. It's Llorente, Spanish defender. So that is to shore things up at the back. The Leeds man on loan, 30 years old, and just getting 2.5 minutes of stoppages in, making sure his trip to Milan was worth it before they head over to the east side of Italy to take on Udinese. Milan will head to Emilia-Romagna, that's Bologna territory, who are in fourth at the moment. They're immediately involved in had his legs taken by Okafor. So that is 4 substitutions made by Roma. From the 80th minute to the 92nd. 3 of those changes coming 89th and 92nd. So well done by Daniele De Rossi. Good tactics. He slowed down Milan's progression. And Roma with the ball with under 2 minutes to go. Now Bove squares it up. It's Abraham with the back heel. And it was Chukwueze there to mop things up for Milan, but they've given it away. They can't get out. And Roma on the verge of taking a 1-0 lead back to the Olimpico. Just tapping it to the right wing. Llorente involved. It's very, very tight to work in these kind of spaces. Roma win a throw there through El Shaarawy, who's been outstanding all game. He's come back to his former club, his former home stadium. He's worked so hard on and off the ball. That's why Spalletti has included him in the recent squad. And Chedic's gone with a long throw, harmlessly out behind. Adli shepherded that, and Magnan's already got it back in with Gabbia. Less than a minute. Now Rangers. He's going to get it towards Giroud territory. Need to get bodies in the box. Roma's just won it back. They've given away a free kick there. I think they have. That's on Hernandez, who was brought down by El Shaarawy. It's finished 3-0 for Atalanta in Anfield. That is incredible. Bayer Leverkusen have beaten West Ham by 2 goals to 0, and Benfica have a 2-1 lead over Marseille. Seconds are burning away here in Lombardia. This would be the first win for Roma since 2017 at this stadium. And they won 4-1. Here's Chukwueze, who wants to spoil things, but Bove comes away. And Pioli calling for cover defence. It's Loftus-Cheek back for Chor. Now across for Adli. Going with a short pass just to try and keep possession. That was lovely. The angled play out from Hernandez. Here's Okafor up against Celik. This is the last chance for Milan. It's played back outside the area. We've gone past into the 5th minute now. A minimum of 4 minutes. Now Chukwueze into the half space. Adley's there. Wants to lift it. Runs into a brick wall. No foul. Back for Chukwueze once more. Lovely ball. It's away. Roma defend. Celik gets it out of the box. Surely it's got to be over now. Maybe they've added some on for the Roma substitution. Adley will come again. From the right into the left. It goes over the heads of Okafor. Still one more effort in. Over the head of Loftus-Cheek this time. Milan player down on the ground is Giroud. De Rossi is furious that the referee hasn't blown full time. This will be a historic moment for him as well as a coach. His first win in the Europa League in the quarter-final. Now Adley will send it in. Giroud with a final touch. It's a foul against Milan in this particular case, and De Rossi is pacing nervously. As Villar with the ball, should be over. The Giallorossi, they take the win. The referee's got the ball. He's blown it 3 times, the whistle. The Italian derby, leg 1 goes to Daniele De Rossi and Roma. Gianluca Mancini's header in the 17th minute, enough to get them the lead and go back to the Olimpico. Just try and keep a clean sheet there, and they'll be through to the semi-final. More than likely will be taken on Bayer Leverkusen unless West Ham can turn it around at London Stadium next Thursday. Benfica 2, Marseille 1, Liverpool 0, Atalanta 3 the other games. So thank you for joining us on Flash Score UEFA Europa League coverage.